a landmark decision earlier this year as the United States highest court decided there was no constitutional right to abortion.
We are the first generation, and we will abolish abortion.
The end to federal protections for abortion sent the issue to each U.S. state. A decision anti-abortion supporters hailed as giving the choice back to voters.
The federal government was never anticipated to be dealing with matters of health care. Those were relegated to the states, and we operate on the assumption that states have power to do things unless the Constitution envisions that federal government has particular enumerated responsibilities. But it gives our citizens an opportunity to go and vote their values at the ballot box.
32 U.S. states already had laws either immediately ending access to abortion or moving to restrict the procedure, including the western state of Wyoming, where access to abortion was already limited to one clinic. A second was due to open this summer, but was set on fire by a still unknown suspect.
This fire destroyed almost the entire interior of the building.
Wellspring Health Access's Julie Burkhart, who has worked to provide abortion access in states where that can be a challenge, is also part of a lawsuit blocking Wyoming's trigger ban restricting abortion.
It has been very frightening and chilling to know that my reproductive organs are not my own, depending on what state I live in, depending on how aggressive states are and are going to be towards women. It's incredibly chilling to think that we as women, as females, do not have that equal protection under the law.
Polls show the American public does not support total restrictions on abortion, but the ways the laws can be decided vary from state to state.
States will essentially come to pass on an assessment of whether or not those state charters will contain a right to abortion. Some of them are currently pending on ballot measures and in elections slated for November. States like California and Vermont, for example, have on their ballots a state constitutional amendment guaranteeing a right to abortion. Some states already have constitutional amendments that will protect life.
Voters in Kansas already rejected abortion restrictions on a ballot measure in August. And voters in Michigan will face a similar choice this November. Tennessee, Texas, and Idaho banned abortion in almost all cases last month. But in South Carolina last week, some Republican lawmakers joined with Democrats to prevent passage of a law restricting all abortions.
The fact is, I do not want anyone in this room making life and death decisions for me.
The fight to keep abortion legal in Wyoming is almost certain to go all the way here to the state Supreme Court, where all of the justices have been appointed by Republican governors. Catherine Gibson, VOA News, Cheyenne, Wyoming.